coming WAEC and JAMB examination. So we are still under this topic, circuit geometry. We are still under circuit geometry. Yesterday, we were able to treat a lot of questions on circuit geometry, but today we are still continuing the class where we'll be also discussing examples, more examples on circuit geometry from the WAEC past question, JAMB past question. So we are good to be. So if you're just joining us, do well to subscribe, like, also the button. In case we have benefit like this, it will be the first 25. So if you're just joining us, let's mark today attendance. Let's mark today attendance. If you're just joining us, let's mark today attendance. Let's mark today attendance. If you're just joining us. If you're just joining us, let's mark today attendance. So immediately it is 8 dots. We will start the class. Let's mark today attendance. If you're just joining us. If you're just joining us, let's mark today attendance. If you just joining us, let's mark today attendance. So give a like to this video and share with your friends. Give a like to this video and share with your friends. If you're just joining us, give a like to this video and let's mark today attendance. We are waiting for you guys. Let's mark today attendance by your name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. Immediately it is 8 dots. We start the class. So let's mark today attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. Let's mark today attendance, name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. Let's mark today attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. That one's very important. Your name and where you're watching us from. So we have 3 minutes to start the class, so you can still take the attendance and share with your friends. You can still take the attendance and share with your friends. Refer your friends to join the live class. If you have anyone wish to learn mathematics, I have issue with mathematics, refer your friends and share this live class with them. Let's mark today attendance, your name and where you are watching us from. Your name and where you are watching us from. So we have 2 minutes to start the class. We have 2 minutes to start the class. You can still refer your guys, your friends, join us in the live class. Let's mark attendance. We have 2 minutes to start the class. Let's mark today attendance. Your name and where you are watching us from. Your name and where you are watching us from. That is our attendance. Your name and where you are watching us from. Jalem and where are watching us from? Give me 1 minute to start the live class. Before your friends to join us, can share it to your group, can share it to your friends. If you have anyone writing this coming WAEC examination, or they are say in secondary school have a problem of solving mathematics question, most especially this psychogeometry is one of the more very important topic in mathematics that are still not very difficult. So they have been difficult to solve, to handle because it is something logical. Many of students are finding difficult in this area in mathematics. This topic, majority of the students are finding difficult to solve question on this topic. So let's mark today at that's a label where you're watching us from. That is very much important. The name and where you're watching us from, that is very much important. So it is a dot. It is a dot. So let's start. Okay, let me introduce myself. If I just watch my video for the first time, let me introduce myself. If you just watch my video for the first time, let me introduce myself. Okay, so let's start the class. I am Makiwa Elijah Andrew. I'm from University. So we are going to be starting the class now. I think by now you should have your lesson note with you, okay, your writing material, and now we urge you to stay away from where you can get distracted, okay. I'll urge you to stay away from where you can get distracted so you can concentrate with this class, because this topic, it is most feared topic in mathematics that students are finding difficult to solve, and it's quite very simple. So let's move and let's start today's class. So yesterday we discussed we solved 2 questions. We just have 1 hour. Immediately it is 9 o'clock. We end the class just for 1 hour. 1 hour. If just 3 questions we can solve in this live class today, it is very, very important that you guys should understand before we proceed. Yesterday we have treated like 2 questions. This is the first question we treated yesterday. Okay, the first question we treated yesterday. You can see the question now. Okay, and this is how we solve it. So in case you missed our yesterday live lesson, okay, you can check the our page. Okay, you can check our page to get access to it so you can learn it. Now let's move to this our business of today, and this will be the first question we solve today. I call it the question 3 because yesterday we solved 1 and 2. So now we are in the question 3. So let's solve the question 3. So this question 3 says that we have in the diagram above, we have the diagram, we have PQR is a straight line. We have a line of what? Of PQR is a straight line, okay, and ST and PS is the tangent to the circle. Okay, a tangent to the circle. That means that what the line of what this PS is tangent to this what to this circle. Because the line of tangent, you can see I explained in the theorems. Okay, this is the line of tangent, and now we have what is a tangent to the circle QRS. Now it's circle what circle QRS. I get now. Now with what PR this angle here, this here is equal to the side here PS. The side PS is equal to the what? The side what? RS here. You can see the symbol. If you see symbol like this 2 here, it means that this side here, the side we have here, and also this side we have here, they are equal to each other. I get now. They are equal to each other. This side and this side, they are equal. Okay, now and QRR, an angle, this means an angle, QRR, QPR is equal to 40 degrees. We're talking about what QPR with our QPR. We have QPR is equal to what? 40 degrees. We are talking about this angle is equal to 40 degrees. Okay, and we have to find what PSQ. We have to find the angle PSQ. So we want to look at this angle. We are trying to find this angle. This is angle what? Angle PSQ. That means that we're looking for this angle. We're looking for the solution of this angle. Now, how do we solve this question? That is the question. If it's in a question like this, how do you attempt to solve this question? How do you attempt to solve this question? If you see this question like this, if you see this question for this be the first time, what is the first step and what should be your first step to solve it? So you see, after time, guys, if you're just joining us, do it to introduce yourself by mark today attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. Give a like to this video and give a like to this live and share with your friends. God bless you guys as you are. God bless you guys as you share it, and also I will fire your friends to the live. So what will be the first step? What we do if this question is being given? What will you do? What will be the first step? Is there anybody can guess the first step and what we do? Is there anyone who can guess it? Is anyone can guess it? Now, this question is very simple. This question is very, very simple. Let me just explain this one. Now, if I were to, if probably that maybe I want to do the exam, I say this question and it's very, very simple. You don't even need calculation. I will explain the question. Let me just break it down how you will solve it. Okay, if you study this diagram we have here, if you study it very well, it says that this angle here, this side here, PS, the side here, okay, is equal to this side here. That means that this triangle P, okay, let's mean that the triangle we have, the triangle what, P, the angle P, yeah, this P, R is a full triangle, R and S is a triangle. Okay, this triangle here, let me just draw it out here so we can say it very well. Okay, let's say that this is a triangle. Okay, this one is this edge here as what, S, and this one to be as P, and this one to be was as R. I get now. And it says that what the angle here, this between what the angle here and this angle here are equal. So this angle here and this angle here, they are equal. That means that this side of this triangle are equal. Now you just know the type of triangle. The are two sides equal. That's what you have to recall. That is what I told you. They're solving a circle geometry. If we don't know angle, different type of triangle or different type of angle we have, you find it difficult to solve this question. Again, you find it difficult to solve question in circle geometry. Okay, so that would be the first. The first step. I get down. Now you know that since you know that this side and this side is equal, remember the type of triangle we have, which is what isosceles triangle, which are the both sides equal. Now what we have to isosceles triangle, the base angle of isosceles triangle, the angle here, the base angle here is also equal to this angle here. The base angle of isosceles triangle they are equal. That means that if this place is a certain number, it is 50, definitely this place will also to be equal to 50. Now, if you look at this diagram here, what you have here, this P represents as 40 here, okay, as angle 40 here. Then what will be the angle out here at this place? So if you look at this angle here, since that this side and this side are equal, which is what isosceles triangle. So that means the base angle are equal. So definitely that this place is equal to what, 40, because what, you just made that because what, because is an isosceles triangle, the base angle of isosceles triangle are equal. I get done. Is it equal? If you want to write this, maybe it is a theory, okay? If it's a theory, or maybe it's a theory in the WAEC. If you want to write this, you have to write the statement out. That's very, very important. You have to, whenever you're solving circle geometry, you're given the statement and how do you get it, how do you arrive at this. That we add to the examiner that wants to mark your exam, you know that this guy definitely know what he's doing. Okay, and to even help the examiner to go through, okay, this is what is right to me, this is what is right to me. Now, how do you interpret this one with what I've explained now? What we just have to do is say that this triangle here, this triangle RPQ, okay, is what we have here. That is what I drew there. Now, since so that this angle P here, you can say the triangle, make the statement that is angle RP, okay, RPS. The angle RPS is equal to, is given as 40. Okay, is given as what, 40 degree. Okay, now And this one, since this part, this place and this place, we mean that this angle PM is also equal to what? Angle R, because they are base angle of what? Of isosceles triangle. Now, since the angle RPS, okay, is equal to 40, now definitely the angle P what? R, PR, this angle here, PR what? S, we have this S, is also equal to angle what? Angle RP what? S. They are equal. You just write the statement. Why are they equal? You say the base angle. Okay, just listen to what I'm trying to say. Now, base angle of isosceles. Correct, this base angle of isosceles triangle are equal. Just write the statement there. Okay, so the base angle of isosceles triangle are equal. That is what we have here. So definitely now the angle we're told to find, the angle here is equal to what? 40, because this angle here and this angle here, they are equal. So it means that this place is equal to what? 40 degree. Okay, so therefore you can say that be equal to 40 what? Degree. I get now. Now, the next thing you have to do here, the next step we have to do here, that is not the question we're told to find. The question we're told to find what? Angle PSQ. So you want to find the angle PSQ. So we want to look at this angle here. That is the question we're told to find. Now let's look at our angle P what? SQ. Now, what will be the angle PSQ? Let's say is that. Now, if you look at this angle PSQ here, what just happened here? This is the line of target. Okay, if you know of target, if you still remember alternate towards segments. Okay, if you still remember alternate towards segments, is that the angle that form between a chord? Okay, between a chord, this line here to this place is a chord, here to this place is a chord, between a chord and a target, between a line of target. Okay, angle between a chord, this chord there, and a target, this is a chord, this is a target, is equal to alternate what? Angle formed by the alternate segments. Okay, it's equal to angle formed in the alternate segment. This place, this is the chord. Okay, and now this is a region. This place part here, we have a minor segment here, and what all we have here is what is major segment. I get now. Now we have this place a chord. This way to this way also what is also equal a chord. I get now. Now we can make it easy. We can make it easy. Says that the angle that form between is equal to alternate segment. What will be the alternate segment? The angle that lies of this alternate formed by this what? Alternate segment to this angle we have here is this angle here, which is what? 40 degree. So that means that this angle here is equal to what? The angle we have at this what? S. The angle R here, which is equal to 40, definitely the angle here is equal to what? S. So we can say is that this is what we say that it's equal to the angle PSQ is equal to angle what? PRS, which is equal to what? 40. Now that will be 40 degree. So that means that the solution to this question is equal to 40 degree. Are we getting down? That is means that equal to 40 degree. So that is how we solve this question. You can see the question is quite very simple. It's quite very simple. The step by step, when you see the question, try to identify what they mean by the interpretation of the question. If you can interpret the diagram, since this side and this side is being what marked out, that this side and this side they are equal. Okay, just know that this side and this side what, since we have this line there, we have this one. Sometimes it may be one line. So if it's just a one line like this, we have two lines. So it means that this side here, line S, the line RS is equal to SP, they are equal. Now you just want to remember that we have a full triangle here. Just know that what the triangle that are two sides equal. That's why I do have it up there. The triangle that are two sides equal, it is called isosceles triangle. Okay, it is called isosceles triangle. Now, what happened to the isosceles triangle? Means that the base angle of the isosceles triangle are equal. Since this one is given as 40 degree, definitely this angle at this base here to be also what? 40 degree. That is how we got that. Okay, do you have any question before we proceed to the next question? Is there any question before you proceed to the next question, so we can move to the next question? If you have any question, let me know so we can move to the next question. I want us to be following the class. If you have any question, you can let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, so we can move to the next question. If you have any question, let me know, guys. So if you don't have any question, please, I need the comment to say post so we can move to the next class. I can move to the next example so we can solve it together. Can we proceed to the next? Should we go to the next question of today? I need the response for you guys from the viewer session. I need the response for you guys. Should we proceed to the next question? So I need a response so we can move to the next question. I need a response so we can move to the next question. Okay, let's move to the next question. So, okay, let's move to the next question. I think I have drafted some question here. Okay, this should be the next question we will be talking. Okay. So this will be the next question. Let me just let me take it out here so we can see it, guys. Okay, I'm trying to draft some question out here, so I'm going to try to retake it one by one. Okay, so let me see the diagram of this question. So let me the diagram of this question. Okay, let me do the diagram out. The circle is said that we have a circle. Okay, now let me draw it out. The question. So this question we have. So this is the center of the circle. Okay, the center of the circle, and here we have a radius. Okay, we also have what, a radius. So we also have a radius, and also we add some before we concentrate together to make a triangle. Okay, and also we also have another chord from this way to this way that's formed like this. Also have another chord that also forms what like this. Okay, this space is a centered, which is given, this part of this space along the question is given as 88. Okay, we have 88 degree, so we have 88 degree here. Okay, that we have 88 degree, and also we have this angle K here, and here this will be angle J. Okay, and this is this one is J, and this is angle M here. Okay, so this line here, we have a line here, we have a 1 here, that makes it a different. So this one still also form on the angle. Okay, so from an angle from this part, and also it goes back to this or to this part. Okay, so this way is given as L. So this one is given as L. Now this is the question. This is the point O. This is the point O. This is J. This is M. This is K. This is what, L. Now, if you look at this question, and this will be question 4. Okay, this is question 4. So look at this question. Let's study this question very well. Let me try to create more space. Let's study this question very well. We study this question very well. See that the figure above, okay, I draw it below here. The figure above is a cyclic or lateral JKM with JKLM. Okay, you have the J, you have the JKLM with angle KOM. This angle KOM means that this angle here is equal to what, 88 degree. Is equal to 88 degree. So that's what we have here, the angle. We're talking about this angle O here. That is why it's located at this angle O here. That is angle KOM. That is KOM is equal to 88 degree. Find the angle JMK. Where do we locate our JMK? Now they want to find the angle JMK. Again, now we have this angle JMK. So we want to look at this one, this angle M here. That is what we're told to find. That is what we're told to find. Now, how do we solve this question? If we say this question, how do we attempt to solve this question? Okay, how do you attempt to solve this question? If we're told to find what this question, how do you attempt to solve this question? Now, if you study this question very well, this is cyclic or lateral question because it's a four-sided shape. This is four-sided, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, four-sided that touches what that would be inclined inside what a circle that touches what early four parts of this what of these part of the circle. So that's a cyclical lateral. Now, according to the theorem I explained about the cyclical lateral, it means that the sum of the opposite angle, this angle here, this angle J here, and this angle here, addition of it to be equal to 180. Okay, this angle here and this angle here, the sum of the opposite angle is equal to 180. That is cyclical lateral. That is the theorem. The sum of this one, this K and this angle M here is equal to 180. I get down. Now let's look at that to find our angle, what our JMK. So means I want to look at this angle here, and if you look at this triangle we have here, KJM. If you draw the triangle out here, let me just sketch it out here. Sorry, let me sketch it out here. We have our J here, okay, and we have our M here, and we have our K here, and there's something here we have mentioned, which is a line. That means that this side and this side, they are equal. This side and this side, they are equal, and we have a triangle. What I just explained in question 1, we have two sides of a triangle. When you have two sides of a triangle equal, that means that the base angle of the side is equal to each other. The base angle of a particular triangle is equal to what is equal. So that means that this side is equal to this side. Okay, the base angle, they will be what equal. I get it now. The base angle, they will be equal. Now, how do you attempt to solve the question we're told to give? So we want to look at this angle now. Now, if we see that this angle here, we should know that the value of this angle before we can solve what this angle here. Okay, we only give the angle here at the center here. Now, to get this angle, you can see that the angle what angle JKM. Okay, because we have a cyclical lateral, so you can say the sum of this one and this one to be equal to the sum of this one as well to be equal to 180. According to cyclic collateral, you can say the sum of K and the angle K and angle M here is equal to 180. But this angle J and angle L here is not given, and this angle K here and M here is not given. Now, what we do to solve that? Now, to solve that, you should remember that I make a statement in our theorems. That is called the angle at a point is equal to twice the angle at the circumference. Meaning that this angle that was being given at this point here, which is 88, it is twice the angle of this circumference. Now, to get the angle at the circumference here, it will be half of the angle at a point. I get now. It will be half of the angle at this point. Now, how do we do that? Now, on behalf of this one, if you want to make the statement, if it's objective, but I'm taking this question from a JAMB past question, but what if it is a theory question? How do we interpret it in a mathematical way and a statement way? Now, what you just have to do here, if you look at this angle, KOM is the angle that located at the center, which is equal to 88. Okay, now, and we have the angle at the circumference. To get the angle at the circumference here, you can write it like the angle K this K L, because this angle L here is the angle that located at the circumference. The angle K L M, this is where it stopped, is equal to half of the angle that is 1/2. Half of the angle K angle K, let me put it as angle K. Okay, this one is angle is equal to angle K is equal to half of angle M. So just write the statement why it is half. You see that the angle at the circumference, okay, the angle at the circumference is half of the angle at the center. You write the statement like that. Okay, why it is half of it, just put that the angle at the circumference is equal to half of what angle at the center. Write the statement down if you are doing this question. If it is a theory, it's very, very important you should write the statement down. Okay, I hope you are getting following. Now, this our KOM is equal to 88. So that means that the angle KLM is equal to half of angle KOM, which is what? 88. Now, when you just multiply it now, that is 1 times 88, that is what? 88 divided by 2. Now, 88 divided by 2, what do we have? That will give us what? 44. So that means that we have 44. So that's 44 degree. So that means that the angle L, this angle KLM is equal to what? 44 degree. Again, is equal to 44 degree. Now, with the help of this angle now, you can find the angle J easily, and if you get this angle J easily, definitely you will get this angle we have here as angle M here. Are we getting that? We never get this one as angle M here. Now, how do we attempt to solve that? Now, you see that this angle area together for the 4. Now, you just remember the theorems of cyclic collateral. The opposite angle of cyclic collateral is they are supplementary, which is equal to what? 180. The sum of this angle L here and angle J here is equal to what? 180. Now, let's put that. So that means that the sum of this angle, okay, the next step is sum of this angle K what? LM, okay, plus angle KLM plus angle KJM plus angle KJM is equal to 180. Why? It is sum of what you consider cyclic collateral theorems. Okay, because it's cyclic collateral theorems, you can just put it at what? As cyclic collateral. Don't mind this, right? It can't write very well, so that is why I don't have to put it. Just know that it is what cyclic collateral terms. Okay, that stated this. Now, the next thing you have to do here, the next step we have to do here. So let's say our angle KLM, that is KLM, which is called what? 44 degree. That give us 44, and also plus this plus angle. Okay, angle K JM is equal to 180 degree. Now let's collect the light time. So that's definitely to be equal to angle K angle KJM is equal to. Now let's take the 44 to the other side there. We have 80. When you take this 44 to the other side there, that will be minus. That's minus 44. Now, when the next thing you have to do here is just simple mathematics. Okay, now what we just have to do here is to subtract this 44 from 180. Okay, 44 from 180, that will give us to be equal to, that is 136. Okay, that is 136. So that means that this our angle J here is equal to 136. Okay, let me write it there, 136. That is angle J. Okay, that will give us 136. Now, with the help of this angle J here, we can get our answer. We can get our question we're trying to find. We're trying to find the angle JMK. So we want to look at this angle. Okay, that's we have got for that. Now, the last step, that is where we are going to our final answer. Okay, that is where we are going to our final answer. Now, okay, before I move to the final answer, do you have any question? Do you have any question? If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Before I move to the final step, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. And if you don't have, so I need a response for you guys so we can proceed with the class. Do you have any question? So I need a response for you guys so we can proceed with the class. Okay, so let's move to the next step. So since you have got that this angle J here is equal to 136, now you can make it to get what our angle M here. Now, since you say that this side and this side are equal, and which was it give us a isosceles triangle, where we have the base angle here, this side there is equal to this side there. So definitely if this side is equal to S, definitely this side there to be equal to what? S. I get now. Now you know what sum of the angle in a triangle. Okay, you remember sum of the angle in a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So that means that our angle KJM plus angle JMK plus angle MKJ is equal to what? 180. You now write the statement that sum of the angle in a triangle is equal to 180. So let me write it out here how you write it. Now the next step is to be equal to therefore, okay, we have the angle KJM plus, okay, angle KJM is plus, we have the angle KMJ, okay, plus we have the angle KMJ now plus angle MK. Let me just put that angle MK what J is equal to 180 degree. Is equal to 180. Why? Because sum of the angle, just like the sum of the angle, okay, sum of the angle in a triangle, okay, you can put like that, sum of the angle in a triangle. That is what we have there. Now, what is our angle K? Our angle KJM, that is equal to 136 rather, 136 plus our angle K, okay, our angle KMJ, we have KMJ, that be, we don't know, that's given as well of S here. So let's make that what is equal to what? S plus an angle what? MKJ, that's also equal to what? S, okay, to be equal to 180. Why is this SS? Because based on this angle here is equal to this angle here, that is it. That is why it's equal to S. Now, let's do the simple mathematics there. So that means that in this place now we say S plus S, that is what? 2S. So it means that we have 2 what? S here equal to, let's just make it fast. Let's 136 here to come to the other side there. So we have what? 180 minus what? 130 what? 36. I get now. So it'll be 180 minus 136. Now what will be the next step now? Next step is just a simple mathematics. Now, what if you subtract 180 minus 136 from 180? So what will be the answer? It will be equal to what? That equal to 44. So that means that we have to what? 2S is equal to 44. Now to get the value of S, to get the value of S here, what you just have to do here, you divide both sides by what? Divide both sides by quotient of S, which is what? 2, divide both sides by 2. So this 2 we cancel this 2 here, okay? So 2 here, 1, 2 in 44, that is equal to what? 22. So that means our S now is equal to 22 degree. So the value of S is equal to 22 degree. So that means that our answer we have here, okay, means that the answer we have here, that our S is equal to 22. So definitely we have our angle, we have the angle S is equal to what? 22, and definitely this is equal to what? 22, because this is the base angle, they must what? Equal. So you can say therefore the angle JMK is equal to 22. So that is the answer to this question. Let me just finish the statement, because it's very, very important to write the statement. If the question if you're solving circuit geometry in WAEC, if it is objective, if it is theory rather, it's very, very important to write the statement. So you can say, well, therefore, and just put it there. So because therefore the angle let me say the angle we chose to find. Okay, the angle JMK, let me just write the way they write it there. The angle JMK, therefore the angle JMK is equal to 22 degree. So that is the answer, and that is step by step to solve this mathematics question. That is step by step to solve this mathematics question. If you have any question, let me know. If you have any issue with what I solved there, let me know in the comment section before you move to the next question. If If you have any question, let me know before we move to the next question. If you have any question, let me know before we move to the next question. If you have any question, let me know before you move to the next question. I'll wait for your response, guys. I'm waiting for your response, guys. So if you don't have any question, I need a response for you guys. If you don't have any questions, so we can pose. You can say that we should pose this, so we can move to the next question. So we can move to the next question. Okay, now since I have no question, I think this is well understood. So let's move to the next question. Let's do the next question I have on the list. Okay, let me move to the next question I have on the list. So that should be the question. So this will be the next question. Let me break it down. So I'm trying to bring the question down so we can solve it. So where you want to solve it, so we can solve it together. So if you still have question, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Okay, that would be the question. We stop for that time. This should be the question 5. Okay, this will be the question 5. So let me give you the diagram of it. Okay, let me share with you the diagram of the question. So let me share with you the diagram of the question. So let me draw my circle. This is a circle. Okay, let me give you the parameter we're giving the circle. So here we have the center of the circle. So let's say this is, sorry, let me take my pen out. So here, let's say that this here is the center of the circle. This is the center of the circle, and here we're giving the diameter. Okay, we're giving a diameter. We're giving a diameter. Okay, for the center of the circle, and this one has also form a semicircle here. We have a chord here. Okay, and also we have also a chord that meet each other that form an angle, and also we have another from this part here that does not pass the center here. We have another one that goes like this. Sorry, it does not straight. Try to make it straight. Okay, and this one also form also angle. It also comes back to this particular point of this. Okay, at this place, the mean at this place here is M. Okay, here is angle Q. Okay, and here is angle P, and here is the center O. Okay, no, this one does not pass the center O. This one does not pass the center of the angle. This is also a chord. It's only this one that is the diameter that passes the center of what of the circle. And here we have the as N. Okay, here we have N, and the angle that was being given here, we're giving this angle here to be equal to 42. We're giving this angle here to be equal to 42. This is 42. That's the angle we are given on. Okay, I've drawn the diagram. So let's read the question now. We can do the solution together. In the diagram above, so have the diagram below. O is the center of the circle. This O here, the center of the circle. POM, we have POM. is a diameter. POM, that is what I told you last time, is a diameter, because the line that passed through the center of a circle is a diameter. And angle MNQ, that is MNQ, that is 42. So that is why I write 42 here. So calculate angle QMP. We're told to calculate angle QMP. So we want to calculate the angle of this keyword MP. Okay, this is P. So we want to look at this angle here, not the full angle here. We want to look at what at this angle here. Okay, this angle, that is what we're told what to find. Now, if you look at this question very well, it is quite very simple. Okay, before I solve it now, what do you think is the first step? What you did the first step before I solve it? Let me just give you 3 minutes for you to study it, and let me know the first step. If you see this question now at the first in this upcoming examination, what will be the first step? What will be the first step to solve this question? If you're given this question, what will be the first step before I give you the solution of it? Let me know your idea in the comment section. So let's make the class more interactive, please. I'm waiting for your response, guys. So I'm waiting for your response, guys, so we can solve it together. So again, guys, let's make this class more interactive. Let me make this class more interactive. I need the idea, you guys. I need the idea for you guys. So what would be the first step if we expect to, if you see this question at the first place in this common examination? If you see this question, what would be the first step? What we do first? What we do first to solve this question? What would be your first step to solve this question? If you're seeing this question, what would be your first step to solve this question? Let me hear your idea. We have 2 minutes. Okay, we have 2 minutes before I goes to the solution of it. I'm watching the comment section. I need idea for you guys before we go. Let's give the solution of this question to you guys. So guys, okay, let's go to the solution of this. Okay, let me go to the solution of this. Okay, without wasting our time, we have for you idea view on the comment section. Uh, don't let it waste time. So because we have a time is ahead of us, so let's look at the solution of it together. Let's solve it together. Let's solve it together. Let's solve it together. Now we have the solution. Let's look at the solution of it. So the first step is to record the diagram. Study this diagram very well. So if you look at this diagram now, you can see that we have the first side here, but here it does not close. As they make it close for this space or this end to P, we have a conductor cord here. You just record that it's a cyclic collateral, but this one does not close. Okay. Now just to say that the diagram, we say O is the center, this O is the center, and they say what POM, this line what POM is a diameter, which divided what diameter will divide to a circle into two equal parts. So that means that this place for this space what MQP is a half of a circle, which is a semicircle, and the same thing, the angle MNP is also what a semicircle. Now, just remember the angle of a theorem that said that angle is a semicircle, and which I explained in a previous class that angle as a semicircle is equal to the angle formed as a semicircle is equal to 90 degree. Now that means that the angle we have here, this angle, angle here is equal to 90 degree. The angle that formed in a semicircle is equal to 90 degree. But the question asks us to find that QMP, so we want to find the angle M here. Just to find the angle M here, and this what is a semicircle. Now the second thing to note there, if you want to find this angle here, we have a triangle what M, we have a full triangle here. MPQ is a triangle. MPQ is a triangle. I get down. MPQ is a triangle. Now, in order to solve this, that MPQ is a triangle, you have to know that sum of the angle in a triangle to give us what is equal to 180. So you can get this one now, but we don't know the value of P. And the angle P is not given. We're not given angle P, okay? And this angle Q is given. Note this angle Q here, it is what is a semicircle. And angle at the semicircle is equal to 90 degree. So it means that this angle here is said that just write the statement. The first statement we write here, the angle was MQP is equal to 90 degree. It said because the angle at the semicircle, the angle at the semicircle. Okay, the angle of semicircle is equal to what? 90 degree. That means that the angle MQP is equal to 90 degree. Just for the statement, the angle of semicircle is equal to what? 90 degree. I get down. So that means that this angle Q here is equal to 90 degree. Now, since you have known that this angle Q here is 90 degree, and I try to find this angle. Before you can find this angle here, you have to find this angle P. Now, let's take a look of this diagram. If you remember, I made a statement of what of angle or the same segment in the theorems of circle geometry. When you have a chord, and this angle also bisect on the chord that form the angle. This one goes from this chord. This is the point of this chord from this point here to this point here. When you form one angle, this is the angle. When you have a chord, we have the segment. We have the major segment here, we have the minor segment here. So the angle that lies on the same segment are equal. So the angle that from this place to this place is one angle, which is angle P, and also have another one that also form for the same segment, which is angle what? Angle N here, which is 42. So that means that the angle N here is equal to what? The angle P. According to the word, angle at the same segment are equal. So this angle M, this angle N here is equal to angle P. Now let's write it in mathematically. So that means that angle, the angle MNQ, this angle, just put that this angle MNQ, okay, is equal to angle M. Is equal to angle is equal to angle MPQ. That is what P was Q. okay, which is equal to 42. We have 42. Now remember the statement means that the word angle are the same. Okay, angle at the same segment. That the statement angle at the same segment is equal to each other. Okay, so why? Because the angle of the same segment is equal to each other. Just like the angle of the same segment, the examiner will know that we're talking about this angle here and this angle here are equal because that the angle are the same segment, which is what 42. So that means that this angle here is what 42. Now you can easily find this angle what QMP. You can also easily find this angle what angle M. Okay, now you can easily find this what angle M. Now, how do we get this angle M in mathematically? How do we get this angle M? Now, in order to get this angle M now, we just have to this is triangle. This MPQ is a triangle. So you just remember some of the angle in a triangle, which is equal to 180 degree. Now that means that this sum of this angle, let me try to write draw it here. Some of this angle here, the angle what the angle, some of this angle, okay, QMP, okay, the sum of this angle Q what MP plus, and we have the other angle that is what MPQ. We have the angle MP what Q. Again, that is what I wrote here, MPQ, okay, plus we have the other word that is what P, okay. So this one can contain it now. Let me try to take this one out. Okay, so we have the angle PQM. Angle PQM, that is what let me just say the angle MQP. So that's a PQM. We're talking about this angle Q, and if you say what MQP, it's the same thing. That means that angle M, let me say angle M what QP. I get down is equal to 180. You just write the statement was sum of the angle in the triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now, what is our angle P? Our angle QMP. Our QMP, that is what we're searching for. We don't know this angle here. We don't know it. So just write it back. The angle Q what QMP. Angle QMP plus what will be our angle MPQ. Our angle MPQ, which is equal to 42. We have a 42 plus, okay, and our angle MQP, that is angle MQP, which is equal to what 90, because it's semicircle. We have what 90 degree, which is equal to 180. I hope you are getting it now. Do you have any question before I proceed? Now, what you just have to do here, let's add it together. That is what 90 plus 42, 90 plus 42, that gives us 132. So that means that we have our angle, QMP plus 132 equal to 180. Now you can get the value of what this angle, I can get the angle M here, this angle QMP. So you take this one to the other side, which you collect light time 132 to the other side there. So if we collect light time, now what will be the answer? So let's take this to the other side there. That have angle what QMP equal to 180. Now when you circle the other side, I turn to what minus, that's minus what 132. Now when you subtract it from 132 from 180, what will be the answer? Let me know in the comment section. What will be the answer subtracted from 180? What will be your answer? What will be the answer of the angle what QMP? What will be the answer of the angle QMP? From the comment section. I wait for you. What will be the answer now? Subtract this 180. Subtract 132 from 180. What is your answer? What is your answer? I need the response for the comment section. And the response for the comment section. So what will be the answer? So if you subtract what 180 minus 132, the answer is equal to, that is 48. So we have 48 degrees. So the answer is equal to 48 degrees. So that means that the angle we're trying to calculate what the angle QMP is equal to 48 degrees. So this is the step by step to solve this question. This is the step by step to solve this question. If you agree with this question, this is step by step to solve it. Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. We have 5 minutes to go. I will give you the assignment. I will give you assignment to be submitted. I'll give you assignment to be submitted. Do you have any question? If you have any question, let me know in the comment section before I give you the assignment to try it. Before I give you assignment for you guys to try it. So if you have question, let me know in the comment section. So let me give you, let me share with you the assignments. I think I've write something down here. Okay. Let me drag it down. This is what I want to give you as assignment. I'll give you the diagram. If you have any questions so far, please let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions so far, let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions so far, let me know in the comment section. I want to give you this question as assignment. So let me give you the diagram of the assignments I want to give you guys. Now, this is the circle, and this is the center. This is the center of the circle. We have this point here as the center of the circle. We have a radius, okay, and also here we also have what, a radius, okay, and all this radius also form another angle. It forms an angle here. It forms an angle, and also it forms an angle here with the join at this part. So this part here, okay, is given as S. This part is given as S, and this one is this angle we have here. We have this angle is given as 156. 156. This angle is given as 156. Here is angle O, and yeah, P, we have R. So this is the diagram, and we're told to what in the diagram above. This is the diagram I draw there. Find the value of angle mark S. We're told to find this value of this angle that mark S. So that is the assignment. So if you have any question, let me put it out. This is the assignment, okay. This is the assignment to be submitted to my DM tomorrow. So if you are just joining us, if you want to submit the assignment, you can message me if I join for the group. You can message me if you want to join my group. You can also message me. We have 080616285, okay, 853040. So that is my phone number. Message me on WhatsApp. That is my phone number. So this is the assignment, guys. So we still have 2 minutes. If you have any question based on what we have learned so far, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question based on what we have learned so far, if you have any question based on what I've learned so far, let me know in the comment section. So We have 1 minute to go. Write the question down. It's assignment and submit it tomorrow. Still have 1 minute to go. Still 1 minute to go. Write the question down. The assignment to submit to my GM before we start the class tomorrow. We start the class tomorrow by 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. every day. So always come to our YouTube channel to attend mathematics class every day, 8 to 9 p.m. Try to refer your friends and share this video with a friend. God bless you guys as you do so. If you haven't given a like to this, if you haven't given a like to this channel, please give a like and subscribe. Okay, take one of the time to give a like to this video and subscribe, and give the notification button in case what we have a non-live or you have a brand new lesson video like this that will be uploaded, you'll definitely be the first one notified. So God bless you guys. We shall meet again tomorrow for another interesting mathematics class. Thank you. God bless you. That will be tomorrow. Bye for now.